L1 visa maximum time the family and the person can stay L1A executive or owner up to 7 years. Show your business and show the revenue, show the growth, and that means you are successfully doing it.
হাই ভিউয়ার্স, ওয়েলকাম টু অ্যানাদার এপিসোড অফ মাই শো উইথ নওশিনী। আমি আপনাদের সামনে আরো একবার হাজির হয়ে গেছি এবং আজকে আমার চ্যানেলে টোটালি ডিফারেন্ট একটা কন্টেন্ট আপনাদেরকে প্রেজেন্ট করব। নর্মালি তো আমি আমার চ্যানেলে বিভিন্ন কিছু করে দেখাই আপনাদেরকে, সো আমি ইন্টারভিউ নেই, আমি ইন কনভারসেশন আড্ডাও করি। আজকেও এমন ইন কনভারসেশনই একটা ভিডিও আপনাদেরকে প্রেজেন্ট করব, বাট ডিফারেন্ট জিনিস হচ্ছে এই কন্টেন্টটা আমার চ্যানেলে তো আপনারা দেখতে পাবেনই, সাথে সাথে যারা আদনান ফারুকস ব্লগস এর ভিউয়ার্স তারাও দেখতে পারবেন তার চ্যানেলে, এবং যারা আমার চ্যানেলের ভিউয়ার্স তারাও কিন্তু ওই চ্যানেলেও এই পার্টিকুলার ভিডিওটা দেখতে পারবেন। বেসিক্যালি আমরা কিছুদিন আগে আদনান ফারুকস ব্লগস এর কয়েকটা ভিডিও বানিয়েছিলাম আমার অ্যাটর্নির সাথে ইন কনভারসেশন। সেখানে আমরা আমেরিকাতে মাইগ্রেশন, ইমিগ্রেশন, ডিফারেন্ট ক্যাটাগরিজ, ডিফারেন্ট প্রসিডিউর নিয়ে আমরা বিভিন্ন ভিডিও বানিয়েছিলাম। সো সেখান থেকে আপনাদেরই বিভিন্ন কোয়ারিজ এর কারণেই আমরা আবারও এরকম ভিডিও বানানো চেষ্টা করেছি। সো সেখানে আজকে যে ভিডিওটা পার্টিকুলার বানাবো সেখানে একটা ডিফারেন্ট ক্যাটাগরি এবং পার্টিকুলার একটা ক্যাটাগরি নিয়ে আমার অ্যাটর্নির সাথে আমি কথা বলবো, যেটাতে হোপফুলি আপনারা উপকৃত হবেন। সো আমি আর কথা না বাড়িয়ে ওয়েলকাম করছি আমার অ্যাটর্নি দিল্লি রাজ ভাট্টাকে। সো লেটস ওয়েলকাম দিল্লি রাজ ভাট্টা। So I was telling my viewers that we have discussed this earlier in Adnan Farooq's vlogs also, but this particular video will go to my channel as well and also Adnan Farooq's vlogs as well. So basically, first of all, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. So tell me that what is happening. I mean, you have got a lot of phone calls after those videos from Bangladesh and people who actually our followers are, right? So you were telling me that there were a lot of questions, queries about business visa, about L1 visas and all. So tell me, what is this about?
Well, we got a lot of calls, emails from the US, from Europe, from Bangladesh, from Kolkata, and a lot of places. And I tried to reply to most of the people when I thought I could, but sometimes it's just too many to reply. So I may not have replied to all of them. And I think it gave some information, at least about what's happening and what we need to do, kind of thing. So yeah, that's a very, I think, good information they must have received.
Yes. Basically, you know what happens? I got a lot of calls as well from those videos, and people who are actually comfortable in talking or speaking in Bengali, they feel comfortable, talking to me, and there were a lot of queries. So basically, I had few queries as well, Mr. Bhatta. That is, I have heard about this term L1, the business visa, but many of us are not clear that what are the ins and outs and what are the different small things about all those L1 visas. I mean, who are eligible, who are not, and if you are getting green card in L1 visa or business visa or not, and many other things. And most important question from the clients are, or from the viewers are, that if I come America with this business visa or L1 visa, can I stay here permanently? Can I get my green card here with this visa or not? And how can I proceed to the next step? So these are the main questions.
Okay. So what I would propose with you right now today is, can we break down this conversation in two different topics related to business? First, what we do, maybe 10, 15 minutes, we talk about L1 visa.
Okay.
L1 is something for the businessmen, for the CEO, for the managers, for the executives. This is one. We'll break it down. What it means, what you need, who is eligible, what you have to do in America, and then what's next for them. This is one we'll break down. After that, we will move to a different segment about completely focusing on EB1A, only for business people.
Okay.
One of the top level of green card, directly, without doing L1, without doing any temporary visa, directly green card process. We'll talk about them too. So right now, what I want to start is L1 visa. What is L1 visa? It's just a name, but what it is, let's say if you have a company in Bangladesh let's say garment industry, travel industry, or restaurant industry. Maybe you have 5, 10 restaurants. I'm not saying small restaurant, but something like known 5 chain premium suite, for example. I'm just giving you a name. And there are a lot of those things. I have visited the chain store of the garment stores. A lot of exports improve. As a matter of fact, I have actually done successfully L1 for garment industry from Chittagong, then converted to whole his family green card after they got L1 here. So this is the process for businesses from Bangladesh. Let's say they say, okay, I want to expand my business in America. I want my family to move there. I want to do back and forth Bangladesh and there, or I want to work from the biggest market in the world. So they can do this. They just have to fall within certain requirements. The requirements are, let me start with the basic thing. Let's say you could be a CEO, you could be manager, you could be owner, you could be on the board, anything you can be. It depends on you. You have to have a successful business to get a green card. I'm talking about long in Bangladesh, for example. Could be anywhere in Bangladesh. I will give you an example for a clothing line that imports, exports, or travel agency, money transfer, any of these things. They have a business going on in Bangladesh, and so they say, okay, I want to start a business in anywhere in the US. They either come or they don't have to come. They can actually apply from there. In America, then they get L1 visa. But two things. If this company is new, we have a slightly different requirement. Let's say they have not opened a business yet. They want to open for the first time.
Okay.
Before that, let me talk about who is eligible for L1. L1 is something, as I think I said it, owner, shareholders,
CEOs and all, yeah, the
CEOs,
top rated, yeah.
Yeah, manager. So to qualify for a relationship for L1, at least you have been working for that company in Bangladesh for 1 year in the past 3 years before we apply.
Okay.
And then you are coming here to open a new company. Initially, let's say L1A and L1B. There are two types of L1A. L1A is like L1A is executive, senior managers, owner. These are L1A. L1B is like a technical person, specialized knowledge, marketing experts. Those kind of people would come under L1B2. L1A can, once they come in here, they can also file green card. L1A, I know I don't want to confuse with the viewers with too many going back and forth L1A. So I'm going to talk about L1A first, then I will talk about L1A briefly.
Yeah. Okay.
But most of the requirements should be the same. L1A is executive managers and owners, not a little bit lower level of specialized knowledge of knowledge required people, not lower level for that matter. I mean, responsibility wise. So they have to be working for that parent company in Bangladesh at least 1 year in the past 3 years. And they are coming
here.
here.
This is very important, Mr. Bhatta, sorry. Yeah. 1 year in the past year. So let me explain it in Bengali to my viewers. Like আমরা এখন L1 ভিসাটা নিয়ে আসলে শুনছি যে L1 ভিসারও ক্যাটাগরি আছে। সো L1 ভিসাটার ফার্স্ট ক্যাটাগরিটা হচ্ছে আপনার টপ রেটেড কোনো আপনাকে পজিশনে থাকতে হবে এবং সেই পজিশনগুলো উনি অলরেডি এক্সপ্লেন করেছেন, সিইও, ম্যানেজার, এক্সিকিউটিভস এন্ড ডিফারেন্ট কাইন্ড অফ থিংস, এবং সেই সাথে আপনার এক্সপেরিয়েন্সটা হতে হবে at least 1 year in past 3 years. So it cannot be like, 5 years back you have been working in that big company as a manager or as CEO. That won't work, right? It has to be in past 3 years.
Correct. And 1 year in the past 3 years. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and that company is sending this person to America, maybe to open a new company. Okay. So when they come in America, they have to have a new office, physical location, and they have to present maybe a business plan to support how they are going to open and operate successfully. Initially, if there's a new company, L1 will come for only 1 year. Then once within 1 year, they give you enough time to maybe hire people, get a location, start working, hire other people, product or service, whatever you want to do, show some revenue. It has to legitimate business. And then after that, you renew every 2 years, and up to 7 years, they can have L1. L1 visa maximum time the family and the person can stay L1A executive or owner up to 7 years. But if the business is successful in after 1 year or maybe 2 years, we can directly file green card for everybody from here. That's under EB1, EB1C.
After
That's
1 year.
just a separate. Yeah, after here is the thing. When they give you 1 year to establish the business.
Okay.
Normally L1 comes for a longer period of time, 2 years, and 7 years is the maximum for L1A. But after 1 year, you renew your L1, then anytime we can file green card. We still have to show the same requirements. Relationship between your Bangladesh company and here, maybe same owner, same thing. And then you have to have a successful business here. As per the business plan, we have hired 3-4 people. It has to support your executive position here. Executive means someone who cannot be doing small work. They have to have maybe manager and other supporting staff, this and that, 5-6 people. So that way executive is great. So executive requirement is, it's a simpler thing. It's an easier thing. If you have a successful business in Bangladesh and having a branch, subsidiary, or affiliation here, and that they need it to manage this, they can go back and forth. It's a temporary position, L1. L1 is a visa. But again, as I said, people who have L1A can easily file if the business is successful. If the business is as per the plan, we have already set it up. File for green card EB1C is easily, it can be done. We have done it already. So what I'm trying to say is that is separate thing, which we will not be talking about green card process under L1 today, but at least L1 you have to have in order to talk about green card.
Okay. Yeah, because many people have this question that, okay, for 7 years I can stay there, but what is going to happen after 7 years? So are we eligible for applying green card in L1 visa? So these were the misconceptions in many people. So
right away. They can do it even after, let's say after 1 year, this is the initial phase. You open a new company, they give you 1 year to see if you can be successful, right? If you can if we can have the company take a place, do your either business, product, service, whatever you intend to do, run that, and hire the supporting staff to show your business and show the revenue, show the growth. And that means you are successfully doing it. After that, we can renew the green card every 2 years. L1, it can be renewed every 2 years. But also it can be, they can file green card for everybody after renewal.
So you just mentioned about generating revenues, growth, and all, and hiring employees. So is there any particular number of hiring the employees that you have to hire this much of employees in your company, or you have to make this amount of revenue at least for applying for a green card?
Okay, so let's talk about a hypothetical question. Yes, that is true, because executive position is someone, it has to be supported by the employees. Executive person cannot be taking phone calls. It should just be overlooking at the whole management system.
Yes.
In order to do that, you have to have other managers and supporting staff, and they have other people like whoever they can direct. Let's say hypothetical question, you have a garment industry in Chittagong. I'm just giving you my client's example.
Okay.
So, and they open a business here. They are already supplying to Europe. They are supplying in American big companies, including North Face and Canada, everywhere. They also want to open a warehouse here.
Okay.
They open a warehouse. They take a place. They have a business in the back, but they also do the warehouse on the front under the same company. They will be hiring people, salesmen, marketing, tech, lawyers, accountants to do all these things. This is part of the employment and hiring, right? So if they maintain that 6, 7 people, 5 people, 7 people, 10 people, whatever the need is, even a restaurant chain, they open a restaurant here, one restaurant, easily 10, 12 people will be fitting in there. There's a 2 shifts, 8-hour shift. So that is the thing. And if they are not doing business here, there is no point for them to file for it because they don't want to lose money. They have to be doing some kind of business here. So that's what the requirement is. And then if we meet that requirement, for sure, they will be renewed. The visa will be renewed, and they can also be eligible for a green card. As I said, they don't have to stay for 7 years to file a green card.
Oh yeah, that's great. This was a very important question from many of the clients, and they wanted to know, even from my friends and family, they even asked me that what after 7 years, or what after L1 expires. So we want to be there permanently. We want our children to raised up there permanently. So thank you so much for that information.
Correct. This is just their company is in Bangladesh. The parent company is transferring their one of their executive to the United States to open a branch and manage, because this is either subsidiary, partners, branch company, some kind of relationship with it. This is a multinational transfer.
Yeah. So you said this is about L1, right?
L1A, correct. As I said, L1A can be converted under EB1 later on based on this L1A. L1A doesn't have to go through the Department of Labor certification, right? Hiring, advertisement, this and that, they don't have to go. So they can directly file with the USCIS if they can still prove there is a parent relationship exists with Bangladesh company, there's a relationship exists, the Bangladesh company is successful, US company is successful, they are hiring people, they are paying, they are maintaining their office, they are growing. If we can prove that service or product are being one or the other have been rendered, so it shows the eligibility already. Under that, it has been done. So that is under L1A. Let's say you have one time a company established. If this is an old company, after 3 years later, you can bring other employee too. It doesn't have to be executive. You can L1B. L1B is also coming from, once this is there, next time it will not be a new company. You see, already established. So any person you comes for 2 years. L1B can be for 5 years. They can stay for L1B 5 years. But in the meantime, if the employer here believes that that person is also needed for a long term to manage business, they can still file green card for them. That process is a little bit longer under EB2, a little bit longer than what the L1A would be. We still have to go to the Department of Labor.
Okay.
And you can bring more employees too down the road. If you become bigger, you can bring more employees, no doubt on that.
Let me ask you one question here. For example, I come here with L1 visa, right? I have a mother company in Bangladesh. I open another company. I'm eligible and I got an L1 visa. I'm staying here, right?
Yeah.
So after 2 years, my business is also running very good here in America. So I'm hiring people from Bangladesh. That people, I mean, one or two people, they can apply L1 from my company?
Well, they have to be working in Bangladesh company. Remember,
yes.
In the past 3 years, they have to be working in one company. And if they are specialized knowledge people, technician people, like industry expert, they are not the executive, but a little bit below than executive, but specialized knowledge is what they look for. They can easily come under that one, and they can easily come for longer period of time, up to 5 years they can stay, it can be renewed.
Yeah, this is what I was trying to know, that so in mother company, someone is working and I make another company here. So I'm going to hire that person from that mother company for the L1 visa. So this is possible.
Oh, remember, you already come under L1A earlier. Let's say you did come under L1A. After 3-4 years, you even converted yourself green card, or you even remain L1A, whatever it is. You can hire people, bring them if you feel like there is a need for that employee in this country. Under L1B. As I said, L1B can be anybody who we call specialized knowledge, and they can be specialized managerial, marketing, tech. It could be anything. It's a very broad concept in there.
So let me just explain few things in Bengali to my viewers. সো আমি যেটা বুঝলাম, আমি তো বুঝলামই, আপনাদের অনেকেই হয়তো বুঝতে পেরেছেন উনি কি বলেছেন, বাট যারা বোঝেননি তাদেরকে আমি একটু জাস্ট ছোট্ট করে একটা সামারি দিব। অনেকের অনেক কোয়েশ্চেন্স থাকে যে L1 ভিসাতে এসে তো কিছু দিনের জন্য ইটস আ জব ভিসা, কিংবা এটা তো খুবই পার্টিকুলার একটা সময়ের জন্য ভিসা, আমরা কি করে এটাতে কন্টিনিউ করব পুরো সময় থাকার জন্য। উনি সেটা এক্সপ্লেন করেছেন যে আপনি L1 ভিসাতে এসে ইফ ইউ ক্যান প্রুভ ইউর বিজনেস, আপনার বিজনেসের রেভিনিউ দেখাতে পারবেন যদি, তাহলে আপনি যদি হায়ার করতে পারেন এখানে, মানে আপনার বিজনেস যদি ভালো হয় তাহলেই তো আপনি অন্য মানুষকে আপনার কোম্পানিতে চাকরি দিতে পারবেন, তাই না? সো এটা যদি আপনি এনশিওর করতে পারেন, আপনি চাইলেই কিন্তু পরবর্তীতে আপনি গ্রিন কার্ডের জন্য আপনি এবং আপনার ফ্যামিলি, আপনার স্পাউস এবং আপনার বাচ্চারা যারা 21 এর নিচে, তারা অ্যাপ্লাই করতে পারেন গ্রিন কার্ডের জন্য। সো এটা হচ্ছে গেল L1 ভিসা। সো L1B এর কথাটা উনি যেটা বললো যে এটাও খুব ইন্টারেস্টিং একটা ভিসা। সো Dili, can you just tell me again the L1B thing, the main particular eligibility for L1B?
Well, L1B is if someone is already, let's say, working in your Bangladesh head office
Mm-hmm.
for 1 year in the past 3 years. And let's say if the US office wants to bring him here as a specialized person, the
Mm-hmm.
specialized knowledge, they call it specialized knowledge, which is defined in a very broad way. Well, it's a broader concept. Someone
Uh-huh.
who knows the product, someone who knows the service, someone who has been working and has acquired certain who has done research, who understands the market and product quality, anything. Those people can come in. If the office is brand new, they can still come for 1 year and maximum 5 years. If, let's say, office is more than 1 year and not brand new, they can initially come for 3 years and maximum they can stay 5 years. In between, during that time, the company can file for green card under L1B if they feel that need is there for them to stay a little longer, and
Oh,
their
yes.
family can also come with them.
Oh, that's very interesting. Let me explain in Bengali too. So L1B টাও খুবই ইন্টারেস্টিং। ফর এক্সাম্পল আমার একটা কোম্পানি আছে বাংলাদেশে, আমি এখানে আরেকটা কোম্পানি খুলেছি, আমি অলরেডি এখানে চলে এসেছি এবং আমি আমার ওই কোম্পানির যেই এক্সিকিউটিভ অর ম্যানেজার অর হুএভার ইট ওয়াজ তাকে আমি আনতে চাচ্ছি আমার মাদার কোম্পানি থেকে। তাকে আমি অ্যাপ্লাই করতে পারবো এবং সেও কিন্তু এখানে এসে মোটামুটি যদি অনেক বছরের পুরনো কোম্পানি হয় তাহলে তারা অনেক বেশি সময়ের জন্যই পারবে, অথবা সে কিন্তু এখানে এসে থাকতে পারবে L1B ভিসা এবং পরবর্তীতে সেটা কনভার্ট করে তার ফ্যামিলি সহ, তার স্পাউস এবং তার বাচ্চা আন্ডার 21 এটা সহই কিন্তু সে গ্রিন কার্ড ফাইল করতে পারবে। সো ইফ ইউ আর এলিজিবল, ইফ ইউ আর কোয়ালিফাইড, ইটস ভেরি ইজি to run this kind of things. And কিছু মিসকনসেপশন যে আমাদের সবার মাঝে আছে যে জব ভিসায় গেলাম, L1 ভিসায় গেলাম, H1 ভিসায় গেলাম, আমাদের কি হবে পরবর্তীতে। So you can definitely find a way, right? You
Yeah.
have a scopes. I mean, if you work hard, you have scopes and you can find a way.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Now there are ways to do it, and of course your goal has to do business. They have to understand this visa is given to someone who wants to expand their business in America. Obviously it benefits America too. It's a multinational company, international company. A Bangladeshi company wants to extend their business, and obviously they should be bring their employee, they should be bring their child and their family. This is the concept behind this.
Yeah. So last time when we were doing this shoot, you were saying, because this topic I brought again because somehow it is related to few viewers also. So you were saying that, for example, I have a company, right? I have a production company in Bangladesh. So now I am settled here. There are a lot of Bangladeshi communities there. There are a lot of Bangladeshi actors and actresses also here living it. So if I want to open that business here, and if I want to run that production company here, I can.
You can, but remember, the Bangladesh company cannot be very small and trivial. It has to have substantial value. We have to believe that this company existed there. It has employees, things, people working. Just registering company, working 2-3 people may not be good enough.
No, it has to be a running company. Yeah, this is
running
a very
company.
important issue.
Running company, it has to have some substantial revenue. It can't be just like mom and pop shop. So that cannot be under multinational company. You don't expect, but some not all, but some are there. So it can be. Again, every case is different. Like you said, yes, it can be. To short answer to that question.
Yeah. So let me just say this line in Bengali. Say, আমি চাইলেই যে পারবো তাও কিন্তু না। আমার যে কোম্পানিটা আছে কিংবা থাকবে বাংলাদেশে সেটাকে আসলে একটা রানিং বিজনেসের কোম্পানি হতে হবে। ইটস জাস্ট আমি একটা রেজিস্টার করলাম এখানে আসার জন্য কিংবা জাস্ট করে রাখলাম একটা বিজনেস ওপেন, তা কিন্তু না। আপনার বিজনেসটা একটা রানিং হতে হবে এবং বিজনেসটা প্রসপেক্ট যে আছে সামনে সেটা হচ্ছে শো করতে হবে। So you understand what I said, that you have to show that prospect of the business in future. Yeah. So this we covered up, I guess, a lot of things. I mean, crucial things about L1 visa and L1B visa, right?
Correct.
So what is next?
So I think in our next video, so this is one video I think we should make it. In our next video, I'm going to talk about high-level skilled business owner, CEOs, successful business entrepreneur, how they can directly, even coming to the United States before they can file EB-1A under the success that they have acquired as a businessman.
All right. Okay. So we're gonna
this
talk.
Is it next? Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about this important issue because we have got a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails, a lot of queries, even from family, friends, even from people who we know actually. So they want to know if they want to file or not. That's not sure, but they want to know because if you gather more knowledge, you can think the rest, right? So I'm going to finish up this video here. We're going to talk in the next video. So viewers, আমার আজকের এই ভিডিওতে আমার চেষ্টা ছিল যে আপনাদেরকে একটা ধারণা দেওয়া। বেসিক্যালি আমার অ্যাটর্নি আর আমি দিলিয়ান আমি এটাই ডিসকাস করেছিলাম যে আপনাদেরকে একটা ধারণা দেওয়া উচিত যে কিভাবে আসলে শুধু কি ফ্যামিলি ভিসা আছে, এমপ্লয়মেন্ট ভিসা আছে, না অনেক কিছু আছে, ছোটখাটো অনেক কিছু জিনিস আছে যেগুলো আমারও জানা নেই। আমিও গল্প করতে করতে আস্তে আস্তে আমি নিজেও ওর কাছ থেকে অনেক কিছু শিখছি, সেগুলো আপনাদের সাথে একটু শেয়ার করার ইচ্ছা ছিল। সো আমার মনে হয় যারা আমাদের ভিউয়ার, আমার চ্যানেল এবং আদনান ফারুকের চ্যানেল দোনো চ্যানেলে এই ভিডিওটা যাবে, এটা আমি বলেছি। সো সেখান থেকে হয়তো আপনারা অনেকে ধারণা পাবেন যে L1 ভিসাটা আসলে কি এবং L1 বিটাও যে আছে এবং সেটাও কিভাবে প্রসেস করতে হয় এবং সেখানেরও পরবর্তীতে কি হতে পারে সেটা সম্পর্কে আপনারা হয়তো আইডিয়া পেয়েছেন। তারপরেও যদি আরো অনেক কোয়ারিজ থাকে, ডেসক্রিপশন বক্সে আমাদের ইমেল অ্যাড্রেস থাকবে, ফোন নাম্বার থাকবে, ইউ ক্যান কল এনি টাইম, ইউ ক্যান ইমেল এনি টাইম। সো এই ভিডিওটা আমি এখানেই শেষ করছি। ইফ ইউ লাইক দিস ভিডিও প্লিজ গিভ ইট আ থামস আপ, কমেন্ট করবেন, শেয়ার করবেন, আমার চ্যানেলটা মাস্ট সাবস্ক্রাইব করবেন, বেল আইকনে ক্লিক করবেন যাতে নতুন নতুন ভিডিও নোটিফিকেশনটা সবার আগে আপনি পেয়ে যান। টেক কেয়ার, দেখা হবে নেক্সট ভিডিওতে।